Hello. Happy Easter. This is Tori. Just wanted to hop on to give a little encouragement about what I was reading this morning and about the Easter story. So I have been in Matthew through the past few weeks, and I've been in a different book for like my quiet time and things, but I went back to Mark this morning just to kind of soak in that day and just remember exactly what happened, because it's so easy to forget. Us humans forget so easily, so it's always good to be reminded. But when I was reading in Matthew a few weeks ago, I was just very touched by the kindness of God. Like, for example, I'll show you this, and this is what I read this morning. This is out of what I read this morning, but it's Mark 15:39, and it says, "When the Roman officer who stood facing him saw how he had died, he exclaimed, 'This man truly was the Son of God.'" And that just like hit me in a different way. So I've been a true Christian for about 8 years now. And so I've heard this story many times, many times, for 8 Easters, every Easter since I was born. But for some reason, like, Jesus was so gentle and he was so sweet and kind. He never threw the Bible in these people's faces. He never was pushy with them. You know, he was kind to God. He said, I don't know where it's going. What I'm trying to say is that the way we go about things sometimes in our flesh is not the best way to get to people. Jesus used kindness to love people, and he didn't have to do anything but live his life and be exactly who God was calling him to be for this Roman soldier to see that he truly was God. God didn't spit back in their face when they were spitting at him. He didn't yell at them. He said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." And then after he died on the cross, that Roman soldier confessed that. Nobody made him say that. You know, he said that. He knew. And it just reminds me of, like, I have a very strong justice mindset. So to all my friends out there who also have that, this is just so wrecking to me, because I'm like, Jesus needs to get what he deserved. This Roman soldier needs to get what he deserved, which is to die on a cross, because he's the one who did that to Jesus, who didn't deserve it. And Jesus doesn't deserve to die on a cross. And all these things is just what my mind goes to. But, like, in my flesh, I get so frustrated. But Jesus never cared about that. He didn't care about people getting what they deserved. He cared about loving people. And the love of Jesus is what brought people to their knees. Is what brought people to salvation. And it's just crazy. Like, in my classes right now, you know, I'm at Highlands College learning all about ministry. But in all my classes, one of the biggest things I have learned is that you don't argue your way into salvation. You don't argue with people into their salvation. Sorry, I'm wordy today. But the best thing you can do is to live your life for exactly who God has called you to be who God has called you to be, and just be the love of Jesus. And that will bring people to the feet of Jesus. You don't have to argue. You don't have to say if abortion is right or wrong. You don't have to say all these things our world struggles with and wrestles with, that we don't know the answers and that we bicker over what the answer is. It doesn't matter. All that matters, literally, when you think about it, all that matters is heaven and hell. When you die, you're going to heaven or you're going to hell. And us as believers, we want everyone to go to heaven, because that is eternal peace and communion with God. And that is just the best thing ever, man. Who wants to burn in hell? Not me. And it's not a lighthearted thing, but it's just so easy to forget about in the everyday walking through life. You forget that eternity is the only thing that matters. So the best way you can show that is to just love people and to live who God has called you to be. You can't live other people's lives and impact people. You need to be exactly who God called you to be, because He has a calling on your life. He has a purpose for your life. He doesn't want you to be someone else. He wants you to be you. He wants you to love people, and that's what He said in His word. He said, my disciples will be known because of their love. Love. Literally, that's why I love Valentine's Day, because it's just love. It doesn't have to be romantic. There's all kinds of different love. Care about people, see people, love people. And that's what I want to encourage you all today, and that's what the Lord encouraged me with, is just love people, Tori. Just love them. Everyone. Just love everyone. Love their socks off, because that's all you have to give. He doesn't ask me to do all these crazy things or give all my money to the poor. He just wants me to love people. And that looks differently for different people in different seasons. But I just wanted to encourage you all with that, because that's kind of how my heart was heavy this morning, is just the kindness of Jesus. So I've just been praying that He would give me more of His kindness and gentleness. And I pray that for you all too. So I hope you all have an amazing Easter, an amazing day. And Jesus loves you. And peace.